What am I going to do?
There you go.
Yeah, but I literally had that day. I'm like, okay, mom, my PS4 is off. I sat in my room. I'm like, okay, what now? I literally like this. My plan is this. Now what else? So I started reading a book. And then from these books, I started getting into books about real estate. So then the first thing that happened was we moved out of our house and my parents wanted to sell the house. So I was like, you know what, like instead of selling it, why don't we just rent this property out and have some income coming in and then we could build equity from this house. And my parents were like, George, you're 19 years old. What do you know about investing, about real estate? You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, keep in mind, this was the first time I've actually ever had a entrepreneurial move ever. So they were confused as well. And I'm like, and I literally had to pitch them. I sat them down. I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. Give me the chance. If it doesn't work, we'll sell it. But give me a chance. We moved out. We have a month to get it filled out. And long story short, that was done. We had a tenant in there. We never had a problem. And people ask me, George, how did you do it? I literally read a book, right? I think it was called Real Estate Investing with Zero No Money Down, or Rental Property Investing, something like that. I read the book. The book literally said, step 1, do this. Step 2, step 3.
It's too big for me. I can't do this.
That's all I did. I literally highlighted it, did it, and it worked perfectly. You know what I mean? So then that happened. So now we're in September. We go back to school. And I spent the last 6 months just reading. And I was like, I've learned more in the last 6 months than I ever have in school ever. Now, this is not worth it.
Before we get too far down this, so people don't pre-think what you're trying to say, are you saying don't go to school? Or are you saying in your situation you realize school is very
situational, right? It depends on what you want to do.
He's not saying school isn't needed.
I'm not
Trust
saying
me,
that.
I want my doctor or surgeon.
To go in school.
Yes, please.
Do what you want to do. Because I'm still 23. There's still people my age who are in school right now. Yeah. I have friends who are in school right now, and I don't disrespect them. I don't see any of them because I respect them.
Yes.
I have friends who want to be psychologists, doctors, nurses, and they love it. That's their passion. It wasn't mine.
Yeah, you would never try correcting them with your path.
Why would I want to fix somebody else's philosophies when they're happy and their life is going the way they want it to?
Look at that.
You know what I mean? It's about what you want to do. If you're not happy with what you want to do and you're spending $20,000 a year and you're not happy, that's not smart. No. If you're happy, power to you. We can be happy together in our own separate ventures. Absolutely. You know what I mean? You don't have to be an entrepreneur. I would like. That's not why we're friends. We're friends because you like something, I like something. We can bond over the mutual respect of the things that we like. You know what I mean, right? Yeah. So it wasn't for me. I was like, I want to get into law school. The reason I wanted to get into law school, and every time I thought about it, it scared me a little bit about law school. I had a fear, and I'll talk about this quickly. So the reason that I decided. You smacked it. But the reason I decided not to go to law school is because I had a friend who was in my classes. She averaged a 98% on everything. And I'm here with a 70, 80s, and I'm thinking I'm doing well. And I asked her, how come you're... And when she had a 98, she would be upset. And I'm like, why do you get upset? She was like, because I want to be the best. Even when I'm at home, all I do is study. And then I realized, if I want to be a lawyer, I'm going to be competing with people like her. And then I asked myself, is that something that excites me? Does that competition excite me? And I was like, no. I would hate that life. And then I'm like, I can't be a lawyer. That's not me. Because I can't obsess over it. You need to find something to obsess over, no matter what it is. That you spend every waking moment thinking about that you want to be. The best doctors in the world, all they think about is the procedures, the surgical procedures. That's all they think about. Yeah.